When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. He's showing it all. The juice, the Jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Looking left. A strike downfield.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to fire. Got the tight end outside. Springs into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Hard play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to... It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 40. score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He unleashes a long one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. To the air. It's Applewhite. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, plays over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Special teams proving to be special. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over North Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Going to look downfield again. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver, and you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on second down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll pull it down. They'll immediately call timeout.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure starting to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got the back over the middle. And he'll be brought down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pocket breaking down. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. From the gun. Give on the inside. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants,
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
if you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Wide open downfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Back swinging for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
With the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Zings it complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
At the 43. First down for the offense.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on it. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Touchdown, Indiana! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now this defense has no answer for him.
The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kent State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over UConn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Heaves it deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Indiana! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute some points on the board.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it, but I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
28.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continuing to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? We're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. This time he's got it. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.